Hello YouTube. Trying the path I don't have to use anymore because we have a new bridge now. To see what it's like. Now everyone's taking the bridge again. Presumably. Also, it's kind of sunset. Ah, Will. Hello, I'm back from Florida. Hello, Will. Welcome back from Florida. And says hi. How was Florida, Will? Will I am. Is Will short for Will I am? Are you aware of the Black Eyed Peas, or is this a joke that does not resonate? And how was Florida, generally? We have little flowers. I don't know if they're snapdragons. They might be. Well, it was really awesome. I wish I could say that as long... What? Say the cam, but we have to come build a pool. We got all snacks and stuff. Everything was great. What? It'd be awesome. I wish I could say. I think that is. I might be reading that. I'm guessing, reading between the lines, the trip to Florida was awesome, and you wish you could stay there as long as you could. And then it's got, what have you written after that? But we have to come build a pool. So you've had to come back to wherever you normally live to build a pool. And I was put, we were all snacks and stuff, everything was crazy. So, is this snacks a euphemism for something else, or as in you had a great holiday because you ate a lot of snacks? Then what does Will say? But we still have a couple, we stay there for a couple of weeks. Want to stay there. I want to stay there for one day and then we go back. I'm not sure I entirely follow. So basically you had a great time in Florida and you want to go back, but you've had to come home. But you're going to go back to Florida again as soon as you can. Am I reading that right? But at home you're building a pool? Is this a pool or a frame pool? I got me a hot tub and a frame pool. Because I live in the UK. We don't have air conditioning. We very occasionally get very hot weather. Where I end up sitting in cold water. My hot tub's not hot. It's a cold tub, really. Will says the snack was actually pretty good, but it took a long day to go back and come back. I get the feeling Will's being auto-corrected when they type snack, and they're probably trying to say something else. Will, the McDonald's want to have a huge arcade, and I really want a Ninja Turtle one. What? Just stay there, but we couldn't because we have to go back. What? Will would like a Ninja Turtle arcade. What? I'm really confused. Anyway, Kian says hi. Hi, Kian. And I Want to Be Famous says hi. Hi to I Want to, yeah. H3E. What's H3E? Will, are you reading it right? I know we did not build the pool. What? Will goes on to say, the pool gospel was there. When we got here, everybody had a pool. We didn't build it. Okay, Will's talking about the pool in Florida, where they went on holiday. That makes more sense. Kian's from Africa. Hello. Hello, Kian. I thought it was an Irish name. I didn't know it was popular in Africa. Welcome in, everyone. We're on a walkabout. Will's telling us about his holiday. Other people are saying hi. Oh, right, I've got another good monologue from Will. I'm not gonna read it out loud. I'm gonna try and make sense of it in my head, I think. In fact, I think it's disappearing off screen too quickly for me to. Will did a lot of swimming, basically, on holiday. Sounds fun. Kian's African. Thanks, Kian. Will didn't know how to swim. Kind of had to figure it out. Oh, I had to have lessons when I was a kid to learn how to swim. I don't know if I could have just self-taught myself. Is that what? What am I saying? I don't know if I could have self-taught swimming. Oh, now I've heard there's some of these plants might be dangerous, but we used to get plants a bit like that all the time. So I don't know if they're the big ones or the little ones. The bigger ones might be a bit dangerous or something. But it's behind a load of other plants, so it's probably fine. Will says they started getting the hang of it as an 8-year-old and they're supposed to know how to swim. Oh, okay. So you kind of half forgot how to swim, Will? Till you got in the pool again? You've not done it in a long time? I like swimming. I find it very relaxing. I've not done it in too long. Oh, I'd say I'd go check out my local pool, but I think it's a school holiday, so it's going to be full of kids on their 6 weeks of freedom. If I went to try that now, I better give it 6 weeks and then try it. Maybe there'll be some room for me to do a bit of breaststroke.
We did have that.
I mean, I don't have anything against kids, just, you know, they're going to want to splash around with floats and it's going to be full. So when you just want to up and down, when I was a kid, I used to get very annoyed with the boring adults who wanted to just up and down lane swim. And now I am old and one of those boring adults who just wants to lane swim. If I swim and not have to keep starting and stopping around the kids. When I was a kid, I was like, I just want to swim wherever without feeling I'm in the way of these lane swimmers. I saw some party poppers and I saw some smiley faces pop up on the screen, so thank you very much for that. It's very nice. Thank you for participating with your emojis. I'm very grateful for the reactions. The person who's called themselves they want to be famous. Do you really want to be famous? I have a theory around fame. Because it tends to be seen as rich and famous. So are some people just in it for the money and they don't really want the notoriety? But then you do hear of some famous people who just really love attention. Now don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind not having to worry about money. But I'm not sure I crave attention. I more manage it. If and when I accidentally get it. I don't know if I would want as such fame. I think I'd be vaguely okay with it if I accidentally stumbled across it. I think I could manage it. I'm not sure it's something I crave. And definitely not naturally look at me. But I'm also frequently a bit different, so people do tend to occasionally look at me. And a very long time ago I got very tired and bored and frustrated and fed up, probably as a child, with trying to fit in with everyone else. And the idea of normal, there is no normal. Not really. You gotta be yourself, ain't you? Well, I've got 2 likes. Thank you for the likes.
So that's where she's struggling. She's only ever done retail.
Right.
But then it's like, well,
You can hear the birds on the river, on the lake beside me. Let's have a little stop and sit for a small bit. I can't sit for too long. I can hear lots of quacks and I can see lots of ducks. I can hear the odd honk. Where are the geese? There are the geese. They're honking. Honk, honk, quack, quack. There's a strange sort of island in the middle they're sort of sat on. But I can't work out what it is. Like it looks brick made or something, the island in the middle. Or metal beams, I'm not sure. Bellu says, hey, remember me? Hi, Bellu. Welcome back. If I'm honest, I don't remember much. I don't remember my food diary for today to put it in my Slimming World app. So you may have to bear with me. I'd love to remember lots more than I tend to remember. But I tend to have to write the odd important thing down. I don't expect myself to remember much, if I'm honest, these days. I'm going to put it down to my age, but it is, I don't know, it is what it is. But hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Velu. Thank you for commenting in the chat. That's bad, actually. What did I have for breakfast? I definitely had 1 portion of Weetabix. And then at work, I had some salmon and 4 eggs. After that, I can't really remember. I've ate whatever after that. What's everyone else been eating today? Velu says, how's the day? I worked the morning shift, so I was out by 3, but I wasn't because of stuff, so I was out more like 3:30. And I quickly bought groceries on the way home, which was not quick at all. Oh, and I've paid some bills. excitement. And I tried to get out earlier for this walk than now, and it didn't happen because I sat down for a second and almost fell asleep for quite the nap and had to go, quick, get back out again. Will, wait, I remember. Do you remember him? What, do I remember 𝓂𝓄𝓁𝓀? It's an interesting name. I kind of maybe vaguely remember. I'm rubbish. My memory's just rubbish. I'm that age. But welcome back. Thanks for rejoining the stream. Glad you still like it enough to pop back in and say hello. I don't trust my memory at all. But I'm glad that you come back, and I'm glad you say hi in the chat. So thank you. Will, yeah, you do remember him. I remember him from the last stream you did. Okay, thanks. Cool. Good. I can't remember where my last stream was. Hello. Where did I walk on my last stream? And what time of day? Where am I now? This is the in-between lake. This sign does not tell me what this in-between lake is called. Meadow Lane, Worcester Avenue, car parks. Okay, well, reading ahead of that comment, I'll just say V. It says, don't call my name in the chat, I'm scared. Okay, V, I'll shorten your name to V. Is that less scary? Will asks if you really are scared. VV. V says I am though. Oh, okay. Sorry. I've spent the last few years trying to face my fears. Feel the fear, do it anyway. I watched a bit of a YouTube video about Egyptian mythology connected to 𝓂𝓁, which was conquering fear and conquering desire. I thought I was doing quite well, and then I got paid and went in TK Maxx and Primark and spent a few quid. And I was like, well, I've not conquered desire then, have I? Or I would have walked in there, had a look, walked out without buying anything, wouldn't I? That would be truly conquering desire. Alas, I still have to conquer that. Thought I'd done well at conquering fears. Something else showed me I was moderately afraid. Some fresh hell, some moderate fresh hell. But you know, one thing at a time. Keep trying to conquer all these things. Will, are you scared about my birthday? I get scared too when everybody's here. Aww! Is it like a nervous thing about other people reading your comments? Aww. Will, happy birthday for whenever it is soon your birthday. Oh, the birds are making that going to bed noise as they settle in the trees. There's a massive dragonfly over my head. 2 massive dragonflies. Oh, can you hear that? 3 massive dragonflies. Can you hear the birds? They're all going to bed, look. That's why they're all chirping at each other. This is my branch. Find your own place to sleep. I can only imagine the conversation they're having right now. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirpy, chirp, chirp, chirp. Chirpy, chirp, chirp, chirp. Wow. Right, I've got to try and faff with these buttons to try and do a highlight because these bird noises are quite awesome. I don't know if you can see them all in that tree. Settling down for the night. It's pretty cool. Well, it's not my birthday yet, but in 5 days it'll be my birthday. Oh, happy birthday for 5 days' time. Where are we today? So today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday is fun day for Will. Sunday is Will's birthday, everyone. Okay, well, it's a lottery whether I feel like streaming or not when I come on, even if I go for my walk. Sometimes I'm like, oh, my phone battery's low, or I'm not sure I'm awake enough to chat enough while I do it, or I don't know. It's not rained, that helps. But just in case, basically. What am I trying to say? Basically, just in case I don't stream on the day that it's your birthday, I think we should sing happy birthday now. B says happy birthday, Will. Will says they can hear the birds. Yay! I kind of love it, although it does sound like they're having a massive argument over who's sleeping where. Chap, 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 chap. This is my brunch. Find your own bed for the night. Chap, chap, chap. Right, okay, everybody, are we ready? I think it's time to sing happy birthday to Will. Just to be sure. 3, 2, 1. Oh, or maybe after this lady's walk by. I might scare a dog with my singing. Aww. That dog did not want to go that way. That doggy mummy was like, nah, we're going this way. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, singing happy birthday to Will. Right, so. Me, 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 me. I haven't done any kind of warm-up. Should I? Just seen a dog. Floppy, fluffy puppy, floppy, fluffy puppy, floppy, fluffy puppy, floppy, fluffy puppy. I used to be in a choir at school, can you tell? I used to do that as a warm-up. Can't even say it now. Floppy, fluffy puppy. Anyway. Will said something else. It's not my birthday, but in 5 days, a week. But thank you. Do you want to be friends? Oh, thank you, Will. Yes, feel free to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And then it should pop up when I'm online if you want to talk again. This way. Because this is a cool kind of friendly club. People watching me walk and chatting while I'm out and about. Anyway, yes, but just in case in 5 days' time I'm not online. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Will.I.am Q86H, number 3 in the chat. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! So I've been working at a place for a little while where people come in for birthday parties and they bring cake. And I started singing happy birthday when I took the cake out. And one night I did this and one of my colleagues was like, is it a birthday? Because it didn't actually say on the cake what it was for. I was like, oh, actually, I don't know. I like took the cake out. So basically the family will come in bring a cake at the start of the meal, want us to hide it in the back, and they'll eat the rest of their meal, and then they'll want the cake bringing out. So it's like when you bring out the cake, I like to sing happy birthday. Thank you. But I did wind up assuming most cakes were birthdays. And when my colleague said this, I was like, actually, it didn't actually say on the cake. Maybe it was a cake for some other occasion. I don't know what. What celebrations would you go out for a meal and have cake for that's not birthday? Could have been anything. Happy divorce to you. There's not really a song for that. There's a happy bar mitzvah to you. Happy cake day. It's a cake day. Happy cake day to you. Could have been anything really. Will says it was a cute dog. I think that's that one that wanted to go further in the park, and the dog mum was like, "Nah, we're going home." Pulling it on the lead. Dog's like, "No, mum, we're going this way." Dog mum's like, "Nah, we're going home, pooch." Tough. Will's giving me smiley faces and afraidy faces. Is that my singing? Make you smile and scared. That's fair. That's to be fair. My voice is probably that. That's probably the right reaction. Right, Will. Thank you. I had to get a little nervous. Thank you for celebrating me. I'm now 9. Oh, Will. You're little. I'm now 9 years old, but not yet soon. Oh, you're 8 and a bit. You're nearly 9. Oh, congratulations, Will. V says Will is a kid. Oh, Will. I was 9 once. It was a long time ago. It was a few decades ago for me. But you know, when you're that kind of age, I'm trying to think back. It's funny, you feel when you're like I say little, and it might sound patronising, but that's just because I'm really old by comparison. But when I was that age, it felt like I got quite grown up, I suppose. So age is a funny thing. Trying to think, so that's like transitioning from primary school to secondary school kind of age. I think I started secondary school at like 11, 12 years old. So you're not far off that, Will. You got that one coming. Big school, little school to big school. But you've probably got a year or so still at little school. Few years till you become a teenager. I don't remember much about being 9. I'm trying to think. I must have been 11 when my friend got me in to take that. That's close on age. It was either that year. It was probably around that year that I went from primary school to secondary school. What a big year. What a big age that was. Well, what does this say now? Yeah, pretty scared to go there. Good things get a little harder. Not going to be. About to know about my equals. Ooh. Well, I am a bottle boy. I'm not sure I get that last one. But yeah, you harder. Don't worry about big school being harder. It's maybe just different. There's like I mean, yeah, you learn different things, but it's just bigger. It's just moderately daunting at first because it's bigger. Basically, my primary school, I don't know how many kids there were in my primary school, but the building was just a lot bigger for my secondary school, I suppose. And there were more kids there. So at first you're like, oh, not only is it a different building, I've got to find my way around, but there's so much more of it to find my way around. I knew where I was at with my little primary school because I'd been there however long. I got to know where everything was. So that's why it takes a little while to settle in, find your way around. And maybe different people, so maybe you've got to make new friends. But then everyone there's in the same boat, so everyone's got to find their way around in that class. A lot of people might have to make new friends if their friends haven't moved with them from their primary school. So, yeah, you're not alone. It's the same for everyone. We'll want to go back to school. Going to be in the 4th grade learning about the bottle buy. I don't know where the bottle is. 4th grade. You see, they'll have changed all the numbers from my year. See, when I went to secondary school, it was year 7 they called it. So I don't know what 4th grade. Yeah, anyway. V says, see you guys, gotta be in college tomorrow, it's nearly 2 in the morning. Oh, bye V. See, the UK's on summer holidays, so where's V in the world? Oh, did V say they were in... No, someone else said they were in Africa. I'm confused. Will says, see you 2 a.m. tomorrow. Ooh, okay. Not sure what's going on there. Hey. That comment makes me feel like Will and V know each other. I don't know what's going on at 2 a.m. So you guys got to go to college tomorrow. It's nearly 2 a.m. in the morning. V, I wonder where in the world you are for it to be 2 a.m. What time is it here? I don't even know. It's 5 to 9 at night here. I can't believe that because it's so light still. So it's going to get dark in maybe an hour here. So I'm getting near where I'm going to Penelope pit stop. But I don't want to spend too long there because then I'll be trying to walk back in the dark. I don't really want to be doing this too dark. Don't know if I've got my torch on me actually. Because we are British summer. It's quite light. Oh, floating man. Now there's a handle I do recall because it's very unusual. Evening Renata. Enjoying your floatabout, are we? Yes, floating man, I am. Hello, floating man. There is a swan floating. Do you enjoy the swan? And boats. And I can smell something weird. Where the chuff is that? Oh, ew. What are people smoking? Ooh, where is that even coming from? There's nothing but weeds and bushes around. Floating man, good, always surrounded with beauty. Yes! Swan. I have a swan. How cute is that? It's gently floating. Floating man says pipe tobacco or... Yes, exactly. I fear the latter. It had a herbal edge. Not a pretty smell. Reminds me of trying to walk back to my halls of residence when I was at uni. I just used to fill the streets. It'd be like, ugh, not good. The boat's got a creepy doll in it. Ugh. Anyway, Floating Man, I find it a horrible smell too. Prefers tobacco. Now you see, if I hadn't have been born in the era where we would talk about all the health problems that go with smoking, I could safely see, maybe in a past life, I could safely see if you know, I'd have been born in the other era where they said it was good for your health to do it. I might have joined the trend, and then I would have easily seen myself. Is it 1920s or 1930s, where the ladies had those long kind of pencil things, and then a cigarette on the end? I probably would have. That vibe seems quite cool to me. I could have been down with that if it wasn't bad for you. But they say it's bad for you, so don't do it. Anyway, time for a pit stop. I think I shall go and end the stream there. Thank you very much to everyone for joining. Oh, Floating Man. I don't smoke either, but I don't mind the smell of tobacco and flavoured tobacco. Well, second-hand smoke reminds me of holidays, weirdly, and nightclubs when I was a kid. Because that second-hand smoke smell used to be everywhere back then. But with the anti-smoking laws now, you don't get it so much. But anyway, time for a pit stop. Thank you very much to everyone who has joined me on my walk. As ever, I shall try and make this available on the old watch later if you want to watch the earlier bit if you joined later. And I shall stream again. So, you know, follow me, I'm fabulous and all that jazz if you wish to see more of this nonsense another day. Floating Man says take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, and you. I'll enjoy, yeah. I got to get home before dark. It's already 9. I've got about an hour to pit stop and then get out the park before the dark, probably. But hey, Floating Man, hopefully we'll catch you a little earlier next time. Yeah, I'm not working for a day or two maybe, so maybe I can stream earlier in the day. Who knows? Depends how tired I am when I get out walking. But for now, TTFN, thank you all again for joining me. Have a lovely evening. Nighty night. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Okay. Bye 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 bye.